My name is Lucas Jack. I work here at the Biltmore Estate in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm a horticulturist specializing in the historic rose garden. The horticulturist field is a pretty broad field. We specialize in design, we specialize in botany. We really have to put multiple disciplines to work. You have to know a little bit about soils, you have to know a little bit about biology. It's a conglomeration of all the natural sciences put together to produce a beautiful garden. Working with roses just isn't about just cutting everything back. You got to know where you want your next bloom to come out of, what direction you want it to go, and you're definitely going to want to treat the rose as carefully as possible because they're easy to break. I've really come to love working in the rose garden, respect the plants. It's a very diverse field. It's got a lot of history to it. Roses go back to even BC times, so it's a very ancient type of horticulture. It's a challenge, and especially here at the estate where you have an historic rose garden and the whole idea is behind preservation while being progressive. This is a variety of New English rose. This is the style of rose that might have been here in the garden early on in the 1900s. This is not exactly what a lot of people think about when they think about a rose, but it's very delicate and it's got a very nice apricot color. So this is something that would have been here in the garden, except for this variety. It was hybridized in 2004. It's hard to imagine, but when a person first even drives up to the front entry of the estate, every bit of that was designed, every bit of that was planned. So for the Vanderbilts, this is exactly what they wanted. This is exactly what we imagined that they would have enjoyed if they were here today. A place to relax, to rejuvenate, and to enjoy life. The original designer, Frederick Olmsted, who also designed Central Park and the Capitol grounds, he designed this area for that pure idea of enjoyment and relaxation. And we know that people experience that every time they walk through the gardens, whether it be one of our borders or the rose garden.
We got this cranberry. I think it's going to set off this orange really well.
Working at the Biltmore Estate, especially in horticulture, has so many different perks. Just being around the quality of the gardens, being around the quality of your co-workers, that's probably the greatest part about working here. It's just you're in an atmosphere just to incubate knowledge and incubate creativity.
It's kind of cool. We have traditions, you know, I got the tulips in the spring, I always got the mums in the fall.
Horticulture just isn't, you know, working with plants. It really is a very historically prestigious type of work, and it's something that's really a craft.
Well, let's take a quick round and get ready for the guests to come in. It's going to be a really busy day.
So I'm the kind of kid that grew up outdoors. My parents were gardeners, my grandparents, everybody was always involved in doing something outside. We didn't call it horticulture, we just called it, gardening. When I went to college, I majored in forestry. I knew that I loved the woods, knew that I really loved plants and what I found when I was out hiking. I did get my degree, but never really worked in forestry, and so I just kept on doing what I knew that I loved to do, to garden and create an experience for people so they can enjoy their backyard. And eventually, I came here, and now I'm definitely enjoying what I consider my own kind of backyard, really.
What did I hear about goldfish getting in here?
Anyone who's interested in horticulture is obviously going to need to know the basics of biology, botany, plant sciences, things like soil science, like water sciences. Guests always have questions. They want to, ask us about, how do we do this or how do we do that? But a lot of the times, guests just want to comment on how beautiful and how much they've enjoyed the gardens. And that's really a plus for us. That lets us know that we're doing our job so that the guest experience is quality. Working at the Biltmore Estate is definitely a job that I do love. It creates challenges, and I think for anybody that likes to be creative or anybody that likes to work in horticulture, a challenge is a good thing. You have to be willing to get a little muddy from times, a little hot, maybe a little cold, but that's all part of the enjoyment. It's just part of the elements. So it is about creativity, it is about knowledge, it is about hard work. But it's definitely about the desire to learn and to be better at what you do. You just have to really enjoy it, and it's definitely an experience that you can't get anywhere else.